just want to ask you a question. Is Jesus in your boat? I remember when I really decided to have Jesus as a central figure in my life. It came out a result of maybe having a belief in God, but not really actively having him in my life, if you know what I mean. We can believe in something, but not actually take it in. And it's interesting, there's this scripture in Mark chapter 4, from the verse 35 to 41. I'll read it. It says, I've got a piece of paper here. I printed it off, prepared it earlier. As evening came, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let's cross over to the other side of the lake." So they took Jesus in the boat and started out, leaving the crowds behind, although other boats followed. But soon a fierce storm came up. High waves were breaking into the boat and it began to fill with water. Jesus was sleeping in the back of the boat with his head on a cushion. And the disciples woke him up shouting, "Teacher, don't you care that we're going to drown?" And when Jesus woke up, he rebuked the wind and said to the waves, "Silence, be still." And suddenly the wind stopped and there was a great calm. Then he asked them, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" The disciples were absolutely terrified. And it wasn't because of the storm anymore. They were terrified. "Who is this man?" they asked each other. "Even the wind and the waves obey him." And we're probably in a bit of a stormy season in the world at the moment. And I have to admit, there's a lot in life just it's not doing it for me. Even as a Christian, someone that has Jesus, I sometimes fall in the trap to forget that Jesus is actually in my boat. And when Jesus was in the boat, he was so calm. He said to his disciples, "We're going to get to the other side. We're going to get through this." And then he went in the boat. It was evening and he went to sleep. And unfortunately, when the darkness came, the storms came, the disciples freaked out. But Jesus didn't freak out. And it's cool because we don't have to rely on our own strength not to freak out. All we need to know and rest in our lives, if we've accepted him, is that Jesus is in our boat and he says we're going to get to the other side. And we could look at that in life, like I'm going to get through my life and what's going to happen when I die. I know that Jesus is in my boat and everything's going to be all right because I'm going to be with him for all eternity. And even in this micro season of this coronavirus thing, we're going to get through this one way or another, and we can just rest in the fact that Jesus is with us to get us through. So I don't know if Jesus is in your boat. If he's not, I invite you, maybe invite him in your boat. In other words, invite him in your life, to be active in your life, to be someone to follow. So I hope that's encouraging to you, that we have access to Jesus, who is our hope, and he has the authority over it all. Bless you. Bye.